Hey, my beautifuls. Okay, I don't know. It's telling me I paused. Hey, my lovelies. So I did get a few questions over the weekend that I wanted to come and address with you guys on today. Happy Monday, beautiful. Absolutely. Happy Monday, beautiful. So I just wanted to address, usually when I get questions, I like to come and talk about those questions with all of you, because I know a lot of times when one of us have a question about something, in most cases, it correlates to all of us. We all kind of have those questions. So there was a concern about a hair care regimen and why is the hair care regimen so important. Okay. And I will tell you why a routine is so important. Number one, a routine is equivalent to consistency. Okay. Consistency is equivalent to great results. It yields growth. It's going to yield whatever you're consistent in is going to yield growth, whether it's in your life, it's in your hair, whether it is a weight loss journey, whatever it is, that consistency will yield great results. Okay. So I just want to put that out there. Basically, your hair care routine can be very, very simple. Let me tell y'all know me. I'm super, super simple. For the most part, I'm going to do pretty much nothing to my hair. Okay. Once every 3 months, I will get a silk press where I have my ends trimmed. I wear that silk press probably for like a week or 2 weeks. And then I'll go ahead and wash my hair over again. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I don't even have an ebook up here with me. Nope, I don't have any up here. But most of you already know that typically I wash my hair, go ahead and condition my hair. I deep condition my hair, and then I'll do maybe a twist out or bun it in a ponytail, something like that. The ponytail that I do wear, they are very loose. There's no tension. And pretty much do the same thing once every week. Okay. So whatever you're doing with your hair, you have to be mindful that there are certain things that you have to do in order to yield great results. Like I have a lot of customers that wear wigs, and I tell them all the time, wearing wigs is great. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, wearing your wig is going to cause you to be bald head. That's not going to happen. Now, if you're gluing your wig to the sides of your head and your edges, you're gluing your edges, down, then yeah, that's where it's going to come from with you balding. Okay. If you're not gluing your edges, you're perfectly fine. Okay. Always underneath your wig, wear something satin. Okay. I always suggest that you wear satin under your wigs. And I know a lot of people will probably say, oh, well, satin's going to make my wig fall off. It's going to slip or whatever the case may be. Well, there are clips in wigs, and you can kind of like figure out a way where you can braid your hair, stick your clips in, and still be able to wear your satin, because the goal is to grow your hair while wearing your wig, not for you to wear your wig so that you can continue to wear the wig for the rest of your life because you have to. Okay. So we want to get into a habit of wearing our wigs because we want to. Okay. We as melanin women, we can do that. We can do what we want to do. Okay. We can have curly hair. We can go from curly to straight hair. We can wear our wigs if we want to. We have hair underneath our wigs. We can do what we want to. Okay. So I want wearing our wigs to be an option for us and not to be something that we have to do. Okay. And this is how we get out of this routine that we have for our hair. Even if you wear your wigs constantly, let me tell you, once a week, wash your hair, shampoo. Thank you so much, beautiful. Wash your hair. You're going to shampoo your hair. All right. Condition your hair. Deep condition your hair. Okay. Once you deep condition your hair, whatever you do with your hair, put your oil in your hair, your cream, braid that hair, and put that wig back on top, beautiful. Make sure your ends are trimmed before you go and get your hair braided again. Have them trim your hair and then braid your hair. Okay, so once every 3 months is ideal for me. I think that's really good. You don't want to cut too soon and then you don't want to wait too long. So I think 3 months is perfect. Thank you so much, beautiful. I have tried everything. My hair is just thin. I don't use weave or wigs. You take care of it, but nothing helps. My edges have been thin since forever. Now, I will tell you this, beautiful. If you notice that your hair is thin and you've been having thin hair all of your life, that's not a problem. That just means that you have less density in your hair, okay? So what you have to do is you have to focus on expanding the strands that you have, okay? So everybody's hair is going to be different. Don't let that beat you up because you have a thinner texture hair, because your hair can be thin but still be healthy, okay? So keep that in mind. When you treat your hair, everything that you do to your hair is very important that you focus on your hair as individual strands. Yes, it's a full head of hair, but you want to focus on it strand by strand. Okay? So when you think about it, your mind is telling you to protect every strand. You got me? So you're already dealing with your hair, your edges being just a little thin. They've been thin that way. There's a possibility that those follicles may have closed. Or there's a possibility, yes ma'am, there's a possibility that that you just have naturally thin hair. Don't let that beat you down. Focus on expanding the strands that you do have and taking care of what you do have. I've seen people come back from thinner hair, come back from bald spots. When you become conscious of your hair and the condition that you're dealing with, you can overcome that. But you cannot be too hard on yourself. It's one step at a time. Hi, beautiful. I've been having breakage and a lot of shedding. Not sure from what, but I do wear wigs. I cut my hair after a car accident years ago where I had stitches and staples in my head. Okay, so 9 times out of 10, my beautiful, where the scar is, that hair may not come back. Simply because when there is scarring, it disrupts the follicles. Okay, so where they cut, there's when they stitch it back together, it's not gonna be the same where the follicles are going to be exactly the same. And that's the reason that hair normally will not grow back right there. Now, you will have people that have hair growth businesses, hair oils, and different things like that. And they will tell you, yes, over that scar, my oil will grow your hair back. But do not believe that, because if it's a scar, the follicles have been disrupted. Okay, so that's not true. But what I will tell you you can do is you can thicken and strengthen the hair around that scar to the point where you won't even notice that scar. I promise you. You can thicken and strengthen that hair around those follicles where you won't even notice that scar. Definitely. So do focus on that. Do focus on that, on strengthening what's around the scar. Also, a lot of times we have now I'm not a person that's really big on a great diet. So I eat terrible. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I eat terrible. So I can't say eat this food and that'll help you. But what I can say, if you do notice a lot of breakage, increasing vitamin D does help. You can even ask your doctor, hey, can you check my vitamin D levels? And they can check that for you. Increasing vitamin D helps a lot. It does. It helps a lot. And it strengthens everything overall, not just your hair. It balances your mental as well. So it's very helpful. Vitamin D is one thing that you can do. Another thing, when you notice that your hair is breaking, this is what I want you to do. I want you to be mindful that I'm going through a phase right now where my strands are not as healthy. I'm going to use the word healthy. They're not as healthy as they should be. So when you go in on wash day to wash your hair, you're taking your time, okay? Even if you have to do it smaller sections, section by section, take your time. Because now we're not thinking about a whole head of hair. We're not focusing on that. We're focusing on strand by strand by strand, okay? So when we think about strand by strand, I don't want to lose a strand, okay? I want to keep all my strands. So that's going to make us mindful when we comb our hair to take our time. When we brush our hair to take our time. I am fully vegan for 2 years. You're right. I definitely will. Awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. And so being that you're already pretty much putting in good, I think you're going to benefit from being mindful of the outside. Being mindful of the outside. I'm super big on moisture. I think when we have texture hair, the most important thing you can do is moisture. And even with my hair growth oil, I don't do anything without it. Okay, so a lot of people ask me about certain products. Does this product make your hair flake or does it make your hair hard? I wouldn't know because I don't put anything in my hair without this. Without this. So this is my protection. Basically, my hair growth oil I use as a protection barrier because I don't put things in my hair trusting that that this is going to give me the best result without this. And only because, of course, I know the formulation and I know what the formulation was created to do. So that's why I'm able to trust it more. I see results all the time. I'm definitely a moisture person. So if you come here, you're very welcome, beautiful, anytime, anytime. I tell y'all all the time, if y'all have questions about anything, feel free to ask me. This is my lane. This is my passion. Any questions you have, I'm going to let you know all that I can. Okay? Because a lot of times we fall short because of a lack of knowledge. We've all been there. You know, we can't be too hard on ourselves. Our parents, we weren't taught how to take care of bushy hair, curly hair. We weren't taught that. So we can't be too hard on ourselves. We have to just, learn what we can. And the more I'm able to absorb, the more I'm able to give to you guys. And I will continue to do that as long as I'm here. You can trust me on that one. Can it be used on your eyebrows? Yes. So I don't use it on my eyebrows because I already have like a bunch. But it's really funny because I get a lot of customers that are like patients that has gone through chemotherapy and different things like that. They use it on their eyebrows and grown back really, really quick. So absolutely, you can definitely use it on your brows. Yep. Anywhere that there are follicles, it will definitely help to grow it. And the reason it does is because the base of the product is an olive oil. Okay, so extra virgin olive oil. Let me tell you this. When you have a product that has a moisture to protein balance, you're going to 9 times out of 10 always see great results. Unless you have damaged follicles or cuts, something like that. Other than that, you're very welcome, my beautiful. You're going to always see great results because you have that moisture to protein balance. And that's what you need pretty much to build a foundation. So, like I said, a lot of times we focus in on growing our hair, but we don't really have the necessary tools that it takes to grow our hair. We really don't know where to start. I've been in a place, for those of you, I've told you before that personally that I've never had long hair before. I had a stylist that told me that my hair would never grow long because she said I just didn't have growing hair and it wasn't in my genetics for me to have long hair. So, of course, for as long as I can remember, I've always had hair up to here in the front. My front would probably grow about right here. And then the back, I would have a little bit more hair, maybe about right here. But I've never been one that had long hair. And that was something that she told me. She said, well, you just don't have growing hair, But of course, that wasn't the best information, obviously, because when I made the decision to grow my hair, I understood that it took me finding out what was going to be necessary to grow my hair. And once I did that, then it grows. I cut it, it grows, and I can't stop it. So a lot of times we get bad information from people, and that'll steer us wrong, you know. How can damaged follicles be treated? I'm just curious. So depending on the severity of how damaged the follicles are, we would have to start there. There are some follicles that there are some cases where your follicles are damaged, and all you need to do is just use your hands, massage your scalp, a nice wash, and you can pull the layer of epithelial over those hair shafts, and it'll get you back going. Now, if it's a severe case, then you'll have to see a dermatologist. And the dermatologist, what they can do like derma roll processes and different things like that can possibly reopen those pores to treat those follicles. So that's a step that you can take if follicles are damaged. A lot of times, if your hair, if you've been noticing issues for a short period of time, and I'm going to say maybe about 3-5 years, something like that, months, then your follicles could be damaged, but it may not be as severe. Now, if you are, let's say you are 30 years old and you've been dealing with this problem since you were 10, then I would definitely say that those follicles are severely damaged, and I would definitely see a dermatologist and not just a topical. What you have to understand is that when you use topical products, and that is different oils and shampoos, conditioners, products like that, when you use topical products, those products are able to pierce through the fenestrations, okay? So when you put it on your scalp, it's going to go down into your scalp, to the shafts, to the bulb, okay? But if that is covered with layers of skin, with layers of too much product, anything like that, you cannot get it through. That's why it's very important to use products that have smaller molecules so that they can pierce through your fenestrations. If not, you're just using product that sits on top of your hair and it does nothing. That's why a lot of products that's on the market, I don't want to sound shady towards any other products, but that is the reason why a lot of products on the market says that they do certain things and they don't, because they don't actually have what's necessary to do the job. And sometimes I've seen products that says that they'll grow your hair, and then when I look into the ingredients, the molecules are way too big to even pierce. But I mean, you know, that's just another story. Hey, my beautiful. Let me see. Do you have to use your oil every day, and do it work for kids? Absolutely. So you can use it 3 to 4 times a week. If you would like to use it daily, you can, depending on how your hair is. If your hair is more dense, if it's drier, if you have relaxed hair, just depending on how you want to use it. It's all natural, so you can use it every single day if you like, and it's very safe for kids as well. You can definitely use it on kids. Yep. Absolutely. Thank you, beautiful. So yeah, that's why I come and I tell you guys about different things, different products that benefits me, different products that you're very welcome, my beautiful, different products that helps me, because I know that I've been there before. And when we don't know, I mean, we can't beat ourselves up because we don't, we just don't know. And then there are a lot of people that I know, people that have long hair now. They've always had long hair since they were kids, so it's kind of like they don't really have to do anything to their hair. They can dye it, fry it, lay it to the side, and they'll still have long hair. Okay, But for the people that are like me, where I have to focus on my strands, I have to be mindful of my strands. So there's no mix. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you know, you're mixed. I'm not mixed at all. I'm all black. You know, as I tell you all the time, all black, 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 and a little bit more black. So I have to focus. I have to focus on my strands. I have to be mindful. Another thing that I want to tell y'all before I go, if you have a hairstylist and your hairstylist works for you, don't go jump from this stylist to that stylist to that stylist every time, you know, you're just moving around. Whoever is available, then you sit in their chair. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No. If your hairstylist isn't available, then you wait for them. Okay? Because we're on a hair growth journey. So the person that stands behind us and put their hands in our hair needs to be a person that we know cares for our hair and understands our hair as well. Because like I told you, I had a stylist before that told me my hair would never grow long because I didn't have growing hair. So we have to be mindful of who stands behind us. Okay? Trim your hair. Trims are very, very, very important, y'all. I'm telling you, it sounds a little counterintuitive because it's like, well, if I'm growing my hair, then why would I be cutting my hair at the same time? But when I tell you, it gets to a point where your ends are always good. So when you go in for your trim, your stylist is basically sweeping your ends because there's pretty much nothing to cut off. Versus you not cutting your ends and getting a cut once every year, once every 2 years. When you go in, you're getting that hair chopped off every single time. And I hate to see us start our journey and it seems like the journey stays there. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I've been there before. Where you go in, you get your hair cut and you're like, okay, I'm on this hair growth journey. I'm ready to go. And then it's like years and years and years and years, you're still at that same place. And it's like, how? It's like the biggest question, like, how am I still here after all this time? And it makes us feel like my hair isn't growing when our hair is growing. It's just that we're lacking the knowledge to retain the length. So absolutely, anytime y'all have questions about anything, I love to see us get over that hump. I love seeing us get over that hump. Because hair grows and our hair grows, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we have very strong hair. Now, what we do have to understand is that our hair is very textured. And being that we have textured hair tends to be dry. Okay? So I get a lot of people that say, oh, I don't like my hair moisturized. I don't like oil in my hair. I don't like grease in my hair and different things like that. Well, if that is the case, I'm going to tell you, my products are not for you. Because I am very big on moisture. I'm very big on moisture. Dry hair breaks. Moisturized hair thrives. Okay? If it's dry, it's going to break. It's going to get brittle. And it's going to fall off. So keep your hair moisturized. Always. Cream base. Even the deep conditioner that's on our website, you can also use the deep conditioner as a cream. You can use it as both. Just to make sure that your hair is moisturized. Always. Oh, okay, give me a second. All right, my lovelies. So I'm coming to an end, y'all. I didn't think I would be here this long. But for some reason, it's like once I get into it, it's so hard to like pull back from it because this is what I enjoy. It's like there's so much information. There's so much information for us to know. We grow daily. I grow daily. I brought a product to y'all the other day that was by African Pride that works really good for detangling. So we're on this journey where we're learning together. We're learning our hair. And that's the most important thing, is to actually learn. Once you get that knowledge of your hair and you start to think about those strands, think about your hair strand by strand by strand, it changes everything. It changes everything, y'all. Listen, before you take the comb and just comb a knot out, take a moment and work it out. Wiggle your fingers just a little bit. Move your fingers around, to try to get that knot to come out. It may take longer, but it's okay because you're going to keep that hair. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get through this. We're not going to be hard on ourselves because we know that this is a learning curve for us. This is a learning curve for us. So we're going to take our time. We're going to get through this. Okay? Any issues that you are having with your hair, trust me, being mindful of those issues is the first step. People always ask me, what in the hell does deciding have to do with growing my hair? It's big. It is very big. Because when you decide that you're going to grow your hair, that you're going to take care of your hair, you're going to be mindful of everything. You're going to get braids in your hair. And guess what? That person that's braiding your hair, you're going to be like, wait, what are you doing? Wait. Hold on. Let me see the comb you're using. Let me see your brush. Hold up. So things changes. And that's what I want. I want us to get to that point where we are thinking about each strand. Okay? That's where we are. So I love y'all. Y'all have any questions? Y'all know where to find me. Thank y'all so much. This was great. I'm always here for any assistance. This is what I do. This is my life. So I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you.